please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd go through the recent camping adventures and fallout for the Jackass Light crew that is Lolcowlive. I found some of their escapades quite interesting. Some of the more viral clips were not what I thought they'd be, but the fallout is interesting. The fallout is very interesting when you consider there are consequences to them. But then, is it or is it not manufactured? It often becomes a circular discussion about. What I thought I'd do today is go through some of the clips that were shared to social media and then perhaps go through part of the stream, early on anyway, where Keemstar discusses a problem that arose during the camping trip. The camping trip itself had been planned for a while as a way of taking advantage of them and their chemistry, Wings, Boogie and Keem, mostly Wings and Boogie, in a setting where they are out of their depth. And to be honest, it succeeded. It succeeded because it generated a phenomenal amount of super chats. It garnered very good viewership. It was #1 in donations, I believe, at one point because of those super chats. These guys are, well, they're doing quite well for the month, really, aren't they? I think it was over $20,000 in super chats, which is impressive. We have to mention this because of something that happened during that led to Wings. You know, we're going to skip ahead a bit doing that. Let's instead begin by going to the channel itself of Lolcowlive. 3 streams in question are Camping Trip Night 1, 2 and 3. Streams got a lot of views. They are incredibly long streams, but they are very funny streams. If you have a whole day to just watch something, I picked Lord of the Rings Extended, but this is not far behind in the top 1000. In the first day, they do a bunch of challenges, building tents, chopping wood. They don't know how to do any of this, and it's quite funny. It's a bit of a competition about it, and Wings, to be honest, took the lead convincingly. But some of the other dumb stuff they did, for example, leaving T-bone steaks out for coyotes while Boogie's in bed, because they had steak and Boogie was hungry. And then discussions about rats. I could show clips for that, by the way, but again, I'd have to OBS that or download the stream and it would take too long. I'm really sorry. I'm having tech issues in 2024. Instead, we're going to go to Twitter to the first tweet of importance. Boogie Can't Sleep from Keemstar. Included is the following clip.
Wait until I become a producer. We gonna have y'all do some crazy stuff. Plus that leg looks like it's about to
What the? Hi, Boogie!
Annoyingly, that clip is longer, but thanks to YouTube and there being balls deep in the music industry, I can't play the Red Hot Chili Peppers without getting too much of a copyright claim, which is a shame really. That clip comes from the end of day 1, the first live stream they hosted on this, titled Boogie and Wings Are Finished. To be honest, they both did fine. I will stand by, the wood chopping was hilarious, the tent building was comical. Now Boogie did announce on Twitter that Lolcowlive was the #1 stream on YouTube for super chats. This was confirmed because it had generated over $10,000 on night 1. Pescator had said it was #2 in the world on super chats, which is impressive. I do believe it was #1 though. To generate that much money with text-to-speech, which is risky, I will admit, is impressive for all involved, and certainly makes this endeavour worthwhile, does it not? Especially when, well, the point is to make money. Lolcowlive during the Cancer era had found its niche to focus the attention less on what's going on around the world and other lolcows and focus more on themselves. When they've done things IRL, people have shown up. People have shown more of an interest in this from a business stance. You should consider doing it more often. The camping trip is one thing. I think some kind of workout regime would be even funnier. That would certainly lean into Wings' failed attempts in the past with, what was that podcast he was on? PKA, is that what it was? That one. With Woody. Is it Woody? You know, I can't remember, but I think you'll know who I'm talking about. Now, around this time, something else had happened. Wings of Redemption had to go to the ER. It was believed at that time because he'd been pushed too hard. Boogie had provided an update saying that there was a CAT scan and a bunch of other tests and that there might be something legitimately wrong with Wings. By all means, pray for him. Later tweeting a picture of Wings at the hospital, because he had to have surgery in the morning at that point. I believe that was what was meant to be, a thing. I think it was his gallbladder. Yeah, pointless organ at this point, isn't it? Now, on the 29th of September, Lolcowlive tweeted the current state of the Lolcowlive campsite. As you can tell when you're focused on your job, yes, there's going to be a bit of a mess left behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the aftermath of the Lolcowlive stream last night. Let's see, we got some Patron, some Pepto-Bismol, just random shit. Ripped up toilet paper, empty goddamn, what is that, orange juice? God, look, that's the shot that Boogie took to the head.
As you can see, entertainment was definitely produced, and I like the fire pit. It looks very nice, very swanky. Now, under that tweet, Boogie had put a video up showing some of the paintball marks on his body. For the sake of this, I'm not going to show it in this video, not because I don't want to scar you, but because I think it might violate TOS on nudity, even though he's not naked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need you to see paintball marks on his man boob or his torso. You really don't need to see it. Instead, I'm going to skip you to night number 2, where this happened, because owing to a lack of wings, it was just Keemstar and Boogie. And they introduced a rule, I think. I believe it was $100 and the paintball gun came out. Exhibit A here.
Well, it's not gonna protect me from a bullet. Where does this go? Oh, there's a sticker on it. Dude, oh, you me up for this. Why?
Put your mask on!
I'm trying, dude.
Danger is coming!
What the fuck? Dude, my head is huge. I don't know if this is even gonna fit. God damn it, King. God damn. I can't see out of this. I can't see out of this. Why do you have a hoodie on?
Danger is coming.
What is this $100 donation thing? So I'm gonna get shot if somebody
Super chatted
donates
$100. Bang.
Oh, God damn. That's right in the face.
Right in the head.
Am I bleeding?
If that drives up interaction and gets more people to donate, it's a price worth paying. I should point out perhaps, at one point Boogie did stand up with his walker because a guy with a chicken hat on was shooting him. Boogie didn't move. He was like a deer in headlights. It was quite something. As far as day number 2 goes without wings, this is the most entertaining part of it. Day number 3, which you may have noticed on the thumbnail still had Wings on, Wings was not here for that either. At this point he'd gone home, I believe. Instead, they decided to partake in a bit of a WWE thing by burying Boogie alive. It's a different way of sleeping, I'll give you that. Yes, props for commitment. Over on Twitter, Boogie had tweeted, "Being buried alive right now on Lolcowlive, text-to-speech blasting over my grave, come give me my eulogy." It's a shallow one, but, you've dug a hole, someone has. Keemstar had tweeted out a short video of this. I'm going to play that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to bury Boogie 2988 alive in this grave. Look, we got his little tombstone.
Racing super chatted $29.58. Boogie was all for this when it was just an idea, and now it's about to happen. He's crying about it long.
That's true. We got the dirt right here. Don't try this at home. We're trained professionals. We dug it with the excavator. We're going to be streaming this all night. Boogie has had it too easy. He's been sleeping on an air mattress for the last 2 nights. Tonight, he will be sleeping in his own grave.
Now, some credit is due when it comes to this humiliation kink area of YouTube we seem to be inhabiting. These guys are actually promoting themselves. Keemstar is a natural at it and Boogie is following suit, knowing that this is generating interest, and I believe prior to being buried alive-ish, he was all up for it as an idea. Once it was put in front of him and he realised, oh, I've actually got to get in there, he wasn't such a fan of it. It made the stream very amusing. Keemstar had tweeted out the video you now see on the screen. I can't play the audio, it's The Undertaker's entrance music, him rising from the grave as it were. Right. Okay. Now, while this was going on, Wings on Twitter had tweeted out his medical records, tweeting, "People won't believe you sitting in a hospital bed." There's a lot of information here, nothing of interest to me, but there was a diagnostic result referring to his gallbladder. If you're wondering why I'm inserting this now, it's because the tweets I have collected follow an order of events. So this happened between events. Proof of that is that later on, Lolcowlive on the same day had tweeted, Boogie may be Ray Ray, but he's our Ray Ray.
It's heavy, dude. You keep hitting me in the goddamn chest with it.
Dude, your chest ain't gonna hurt.
Fuck! Ah! Ah! Dude, you stubbed my fucking elbow into the ground. What the f?
I think you did get hurt.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Alright, we'll stop.
Can I get up? God damn it.
I legitimately think we got you this. Let's do this. Put that up your ass.
Okay, so you're fine?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Oh, don't. Oh, don't. Oh, fuck! That's my rib.
Now, before we briefly touch on the Wings related content, there's one more clip that Keemstar tweeted out. This one.
Motherfucker! Motherfucking piece of shit! No ball, motherfucker! Fuck you! Fuck you!
With that, we now need to get to the more recent episode of Lolcowlive, and also Wings of Redemption's own channel. I had said last week when it came to DSP wanting members of Lolcowlive on his channel, that for that to happen, and Boogie had said it himself, DSP needs to go on Lolcowlive, because Lolcowlive generates a lot of money. It makes sense to take all drama and all commentary there, okay? That makes sense. It doesn't make sense to want to talk about things that are going to generate more interest elsewhere and have them on your channel where you're not as likely to generate as much attention or interest. Insert Wings of Redemption here. According to Keemstar, Wings had gone to his channel, he had streamed, not made much in donations, complained about that part, but talked about his medical problems there instead of on Lolcowlive, which over the past 3 streams have made over $20,000 in donations. You can add to that the willfulness on Wings' part to not be present for Lolcowlive to talk about these issues. Whereas, as Keema pointed out, if he'd spoken to Boogie, Boogie would be on the show as soon as he's able to. In fact, one of the reasons they started when they did was because Boogie was on his way home, and to prove a point, Boogie would be brought on the moment he got home. By the way, I found it quite amusing when there is a discussion on respecting boundaries when it comes to medical history. Somewhat ironic that Boogie seemed to try and have the moral high ground, obviously. It's amusing also because Wings had tweeted out medical history discussing the issues that had been flaring up because of his productivity for one day at the camp. It has led to a discussion that Wings perhaps shouldn't be paid for episode 2 and 3 of this because he wasn't present. That first stream made a lot of money. Of course, the medical reasons are a valid exception, exemption, justification. It did culminate in a punishment for Wings of Redemption. The punishment was that he had to lose his eyebrows and his beard. I'm not entirely convinced it looks good on him to not have it. It's on the screen now if you need to see it. But I do like that they hold each other accountable. I'm just wondering whether there will ever be a day when Keemstar gets busted for doing something and if he has to shave his beard and eyebrows. Since his are very much part of his trademark, this would be interesting. With regards to what has been going on of late with Lolcowlive, I'm interested to know what you all think. Do let me know in the comments down below. I find this style of content, if they can all commit to it, benefits all of them, as you know, monetarily, but also makes the content more interesting. Sitting in your respective offices, not so much. But the punishment part, sure, as long as they don't draw out the punishment for Wings, because that would be kind of boring. It's more fun when you watch someone like Boogie do it because he's just cancer, which I know is a bit ironic.
I forgive you, Wings. I forgive you.